Hey guys, it's been a very long time since I've done any sort of vlog or video update or anything like that. For a couple of reasons. Um, I'm actually right now going through my computer, um, kind of going through files, and I'm finding that I actually recorded like 3 or 4 different vlogs, and I just never uploaded them. Mostly because I just kind of ramble on, and I'm probably going to ramble on here, but I feel like it's been since like October of 2011 that I posted a vlog, so regardless of how much I ramble, I'm going to post this regardless. And since October of 2011, because it's now April, almost May of 2013, time's going by quick. A lot has happened. I guess just kind of explain just the way things have gone. Basically, I've been really busy, which is both good and bad. Bad, it's kind of hair pulling out. Not that that's why I have no hair right now. Just hot. Um, but it's also good because being these formative years in college and being this busy with projects and videos and productions and everything else, it's gonna really be helpful. And I'm learning a lot. I'm learning something every day about my craft. I finally reached the point now where today I can sit here and say, yes, I am a filmmaker, not an amateur filmmaker or anything like that. I am a filmmaker, um, and I feel confident saying that. I look at the things I'm producing, if they're not online yet or anything like that, but I look at what I'm doing and the process of it and say, this is how a professional does it. Um, So to backtrack a little bit, what I've been doing since that last vlog in 2011, I've done a couple of short films. I did, I think Jerked Around was not out yet at that point. Maybe it was. I can't remember. But if not, I did Jerked Around. Then I did The Forsaken, which placed at the Spring Film Festival, which was the second year in a row that I did that. Um, I had a television project that I was working on called Dr. Blasco's Laboratory Horror, which fell apart before it began, which sucked because I put in personally several $100s of my own money after I couldn't get the funding. I put my own, and then before we could even do anything, the plug got pulled by the higher ups and said, no, you can't do that because I don't know why. So yeah, that sucked, especially considering again how much money I put in it. So I have a gorilla suit in my closet now that I have nothing to do with. I'll find something to do. But anyways, so there's that. I did I did The Forsaken, which won an award. My next short film I did for the Halloween Film Festival. First time we ever did it. Wasn't a competition, so we just kind of did it for fun. That was a Slender Man. It was okay. Um, Again, it wasn't a actual I'm gonna make something really good. It was, let's just make something fun. Let's have fun, go out in the woods, hang out, and shoot something. And it came out, decent. The first cut was actually really rough. I will fully admit it looked kind of bad, and so someone gave me a lot of crap over Facebook about it, and I'm like, yeah, I know, it's bad. I will fully admit that is completely 100% my fault. It looked horrible. But the final cut that I ended up re-editing last minute looked a lot better. And again, it's okay. It's not nothing special. But it actually reached the #1 most popular horror short film on IMDb. That's right, the #1 on IMDb. Go figure. Um, so yeah, now of course because it was #1, all the trolls got to it and voted it way down. But again, it was for fun, so what do I care? But there's that. Outside of the uh, film and film production, as far as Mercer goes, I've also done a lot of theater. Let's see, because the last one was September 2011, so that was before even my first show. Wow, I've done a lot since then. I was the Griffin in Alice in Wonderland. I had a whole song and dance, and I can't sing, so it was pretty. It was something to see and hear. I did a small part in a play called Ye Gods, which was okay. I worked backstage on several plays and musicals, such as Little Night Music at the Grand Opera House, um, I Love You, Perfect Not Change. Um, I also did more recently, this past semester, I guess it was in February. I was in the Anton Chekhov's The Seagull. Again, I had to sing. Why give the guy who can't sing all the parts to sing? I don't know, but it went really well. We had a really great run. It was an awesome time. Um, and then I actually appeared at another theater. So the first one I worked outside of Mercer, um, for a show, Moon Over Buffalo. Really funny show. Um, Interesting experience, but I had fun. Um, and that show just closed last weekend, so I'm finally done with that. And I was like, oh my god, I don't have rehearsal tonight. What is this? um, so yeah, I've been doing a lot of stage appearances and auditions and things like that. I'm not really an actor. I consider myself a filmmaker who enjoys acting as a hobby, but I'm trying to do more of it just to brush up on it and get a little better at it. Um, which, speaking of acting, I've done stuff for film too. Now, not like serious big roles or supporting roles or anything like that, or even speaking roles. It's just background acting. But for those of you who don't know, I live in the Metro Atlanta area. Go to school in Macon, Georgia, which is Middle Georgia, um, and Georgia is becoming a hotbed for film. Which, hey, that's great for me. That's the industry I'm going into. Um, so between the end of last school year and over the summer, I haven't done anything since then. Unfortunately, been busy and just, there haven't been the right roles. But I've done a lot of extra work, um, background acting. So again, nothing big, but it's a good experience to actually be on a film set and see how it all works. Um, and so the last one I did was Ring of Fire, which is a Lifetime movie about Johnny and June Carter Cash, which actually debuts next month on Lifetime. It's supposed to be in the fall, but it got pushed back, but it is finally debuting next month. I had a really great time working on that set. Everyone was really awesome. Matt Ross actually stopped and said hello to me, which is cool. I thought he was really awesome in American Psycho. So it is a fun experience. So definitely check it out. Maybe you'll see me. If I am in it, I will probably record it and put a little short thing up on YouTube with "Look, here I am," just because that's my personality. All eyes on me. Let's see. I did Devil's Knot, which had Reese Witherspoon, and she was on set that day, and I got to meet her. It was cool. I do not know when that comes out. I think it's sometime this year, but look out for me in that. I should hopefully be on camera for that. And the first one I did was probably the coolest, just as far as who and what it was, and that was Trouble with the Curve, the Clint Eastwood movie. Was okay, but Clint Eastwood's my absolute favorite actor of all time. So to be on set at the same time as him is really cool. And the movie came out, and I'm looking because they shot for hours and hours, and the scene was only just a few seconds long. And I'm looking, and I finally saw there's like one frame. You can see me in the background, but I'm in the same frame as Clint Eastwood, so it's like dream come true. Even if I'm just a little blob in the background, it's something to be proud of. So that's what I've been doing film-wise. I've been trying to get more extra work, and maybe that's getting closer to summer. I'll be able to get some more. They're actually filming Need for Speed, the movie, right now, a block away from here. I've been trying to get on that, couldn't. I tried getting on the Hunger Games sequel because that is literally shooting down the street from my house back home. It's literally on the same road. Couldn't get for that. Too fat. It happens. But yeah, let's see. Anything else? I've been doing some journalism stuff, not so much this semester, but last semester I did a lot of stuff, writing for the school newspaper, working with Macon Telegraph, which is a local newspaper, and then I even did 2 radio appearances on Georgia Public Broadcasting during NPR, which was really cool. I've been told I have the voice for radio. I've also been told I have the face for radio, but I try to ignore those people. Anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much that. Anything else? Well, the big thing, if you've been following me on Twitter or Facebook or anything like that, if you've just been following YouTube, you probably have no idea what this is. But my big thing I'm doing now is my very first feature-length film. This is kind of the growth of me as a filmmaker. I feel like this is a big turning point, especially if you've been following me since the beginning. If you've been following me since I was in 10th going to 11th grade, so when I was 15 years old, and I started putting these videos on YouTube and of me playing video games and doing things like that, and that progression from this snot-nosed 15-year-old who was using Windows Movie Maker, who had no idea what he was doing, to this, in about a month, this 21-year-old college senior who is making his first feature-length film. It's mind-blowing to think that time has gone by this quickly. But this is the progression. It's gone from stupid video game-related comedic videos to a subject matter that is very dark and grim and bleak and serious, but at the same time it's absolutely heart-wrenching, and you want to see what happens next because you care for the characters. The film, I like to think of it as a combination of the kind of crime background of a Scorsese film, but the revenge plot of a Park Chan-wook film, like Oldboy. And I'm not going to go into too many details. There will be a Kickstarter soon. We're going to try to raise funds, but we're not going to have the Kickstarter up until we actually have the footage finished to show of what we're kind of going for. And so you'll have more details, and I'll go more in depth at that point in time. But basically, this is my senior theater project. I have to have some senior project, and it was like, well, being media studies and theater double major, a feature-length film would be perfect. And but the thing about it is, it's not like I have to do the senior project, and so I'm just going to try to get it done. I feel this is the first step. This is my first step into getting into the business. This is my foot in the door. And I'm going to take full advantage of it, and I'm not going to make a bad movie. You know, I'm going to, or at the very least, if it does end up being bad, it's going to be the best movie I can make. You know, I'm not going to just squander away the potential here, because I think there's a lot of potential. I think the script is the best thing I've ever written. You know, all 105 friggin' pages of it, I think is really good. I think there's some solid characters in it. There's a great twist at the end. But you know, it's not just there to be there, but actually furthers the characters and the plot. And I'm so happy with the way it's going, and production's slow. And I know it would be, because I'm working with a lot of schedules and people working for free. And you know, so if I was paying them, then I would be a lot stricter for scheduling. But the fact is, they're doing me a much bigger favor than I'm doing them. But we have a full cast of people, and like the biggest cast I've ever worked with is probably 5-6 people. So to go from that to like a 15-person cast, and not just Mercer students, but local actors who have a lot of experience, it's a big step up, but it's something I'm really looking forward to doing. And of course, the big casting decision or whatever is one of our lead actors is actually Don McGraw, who was in Abraham Lincoln versus Zombies as General Stonewall Jackson. You know, it's an asylum mockbuster film. It's becoming a cult favorite, and he was one of the stars of it. So the fact that he's doing my film is just huge, because he's a very good actor. He acts on stage here a lot, nearby Macon and Warner Robins. So the fact that he not only is doing my film, but is excited about it, that's really exciting for me. There's a lot of interest in industry people I've talked to, as far as just a little bit that's gotten out there. I actually got a resume from someone to do cinematography, who did cinematography on Oblivion, that just came out with Tom Cruise and Morgan Freeman. And it's like, yeah, I can't afford you, but wow, I mean, if there's actually that level of interest in people, that's cool. And so, you know, that's why I think this is going to be something big. We're taking it seriously. We're getting all the right equipment. We're getting the crew. So it's not going to look like my crappy little webcam, because I mean we're doing this right. And if you want a kind of a sneak peek, I will have a new short film debuting sometime next week, probably Wednesday, because it has to be finished for class on Thursday. It's called Pathetic. It stars Patrick Mathis and Julie Allen, Cohen Bickley, and it's going to be a nice preview in that it has a lot of the same actors who will be in my feature film Until the Dead Lie Still, A Tale of Vengeance, and you can kind of see kind of the filmmaking techniques, not all the way, because this is literally just me and my DP, and that's it, and a lower end consumer grade camera. It's not the professional equipment. It's not our full crew. It's nothing like that. So it's not like this is what the film will be, but this is what we're doing on a very small, zero budget, small crew, and that's it. Imagine what we can do if we actually have the time, the equipment, and the money. So that's what the Kickstarter will be for. So yeah, but these next few months are going to be really big in a lot of ways. I'm getting this feature film made one way or another. I'm getting this film made. I'm getting my first apartment. Yeah, so signs that I'm getting older and growing up finally. Getting my own place, and it's so senior year has come quickly, and my last day of class was today, or yesterday, whatever. It's like 2 a.m. now. And then after that, we'll see. I have this one year left at Mercer, and I'll have this film made, and the plan is maybe go to NYU. That's the dream. Don't know if I can afford it or if they want me, but that's the dream. And if they don't, they don't. And if they do, great. And if I can afford it, wonderful. But I'm excited. For the first time, I am really looking forward to everything in my future. I mean, I'm stressed out about it. Definitely stressed out. But I think about what's coming, and I can't help but smile, because I know that only good things are on the way, and it makes me happy. It really does. And so for those of you who have been following me all these years, thank you for following me all these years, and I hope that my progression as a filmmaker, as an artist, is something that you've enjoyed. And I hope any of you who can, I'm hoping to do a big premiere of the film at the Douglas Theater or one of the local theaters in Macon, and do a big thing. And hopefully some of you can come out and see the film, and it'll be in April of 2014, a year from now. The film will hopefully be finished. It needs to be finished so I can graduate. But I'm excited. Talk about everything happening at once. I'm going to get at my own place. 21 years old. About to start senior year. Starting a feature film. Trying to make this short film. Done with all my classes, and trying to get extra work and everything else. But I'm excited, and I think all of you should be excited too, because this is going to be something worth watching, and it's something that I'm passionate about, everyone else is passionate about, and I think once you see what it is we're passionate about and why we're passionate about it, I think you guys are going to be passionate about it too. And see, now I've been talking for about 20 minutes, and I told you I was going to ramble, but I did have a lot to say, because it has been almost 2 years since I've done a vlog, and there's a lot of stuff to catch up on. So thank you for your patience in watching this. unless you just skip to the end, in which case I don't blame you. But go back a little bit because there was some good information that you might want to pick up on. But again, thank you. God bless.